All right, YouTube. Well, we're gonna just get right into the video. Welcome back to K Dub. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, we got Marcus Morris and Markeith Morris clear the air. So I wonder if this is like this Marcus Smart kind of like clearing the air on what happened to him at the airport with him being arrested for allegedly robbing 260,000 worth of bread from casinos in Las Vegas. So let's get right into the video and see what you're talking about.
and move on with this shit. First, as a man with integrity, I have to apologize to my family. Like it's not more so of me being sorry to anybody else or the public, just more of what transpired and like I mean what the morals we bring in, and the character we have and what it took for us to come from where we come from to get to this position
Right.
of having great careers, pursuing stuff off the court. You know
Right.
what I
Right.
mean? I thought that that apology was necessary, but I will stand behind not knowing knowing that gambling or something that I love to do and something that I've done
For
over
years. Right.
years and years.
I ain't gonna lie, being in love with gambling is crazy. I'm gonna be honest, love and gambling should not be in the same sentence. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care how much money you win. I don't care how good. I don't care how good you are at it. Love and gambling should not be in the same sentence, bro. Cause gambling is an addiction, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's a bad addiction to have. Gambling, drugs, and alcohol are bad addictions to have.
Just enjoying ourselves and
Right.
just being low key and like having things that we like to do yearly or twice or whatever it is may be, um, ever implement me in being like a criminal or
Right.
a
Some
fraud
fraud bullshit. Right.
and it's more so too for the youngest that follow us. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about us, when I think about what we've done, like we have a lot of younger followers that know because we move the right way. You know what
Right.
I mean? We try to keep everything real with them. We try to show them what it is, and coming from where we come from, it ain't easy to
Right.
get to where we at, right? And just for the guys that don't know, and I'm gonna make this clear, and I'm gonna say it once or twice, and I'm gonna keep it at that. I've never physically wrote a check with my name from my bank account to anybody.
Right.
Forget the casinos,
Right.
to anybody. I've never done that. You know what I mean?
Right.
We've always dealt with wire. We always whatever it is it may
Yeah.
be. You don't even have you don't even have to go.
2025.
Yeah,
Like
like we don't
nobody
have to.
gotta even
You know
say
what I
that.
mean?
Right.
And again, and I don't want to look at it like I'm upset. I'm not upset. Vegas did what they did. What I'm upset about is that you know my mindset
Right.
on how this really should have been, right?
Right.
Like just knowing how long we've been playing in Vegas, how many times we took markers out, how many times we repaid those markers, and it never just dawned on me that, or even in the fine print that
Right.
you can possibly be arrested,
For that type of shit. Right.
for that
Right. For
type of
sure.
thing. And I think, and that's the part where I want to teach, like, or even talk to, the younger athletes, the younger people in the world, the older athletes, the guys that's around our age, is that in that fine print, when you do receive a marker from casinos, if it's up to $1,200 and you don't pay it when they want you, don't pay it whenever it says you're supposed to pay, even if it's a day late, they can't issue a
Technically,
warrant.
right.
Technically, nowhere else they could do that. Vegas can
They
technically
by
issue
different
you
rules. Right. Right.
a warrant for your arrest, right? So I just want to make that clear that I physically never ever wrote a check
Right.
with my name on it from my account to a casino in exchange for money to be able to do what I want to do with it or
Right.
go somewhere with the money, right?
Right.
Like when you get a marker, and this might go over some people's head because everybody's not don't gamble, everybody
Right.
don't gamble at a certain level, right?
For
So you
sure.
might not even understand what I'm even saying, right? Like, but when you receive a marker, that's money to gamble at the casino. It's not money to go cash in to put in your pocket to do anything else you want to do with it,
Right. Right. Right.
right? So if I'm gambling in there, right?
Right.
And
Right.
then it was talked about like it was multiple casinos. We gambled at two casinos the entire time we've ever been there.
For sure.
So like just make that clear. I'm not hopping from casino to casino taking
This
out
is not
markets.
no
Like this is
gambleraholics.
this
That's
is
not
not
the case.
this
Right.
is not that. And you might think, whatever it is.
Whatever you might
I'm not
know.
asking, or again,
Right.
I'm not apologizing. I'm telling you exactly what happened, and I
Facts.
enjoyed
Right.
myself. And this is something that we do every year. And
Sure.
if I would have 1 second thought to myself like I can actually be locked up, I would have never
Hell,
done. I would have
fucking
never
no.
even like.
Not
We going
even
to the
close.
bank. I'm gonna go to the bank and just bring all cash if I'm gonna implement myself of
That's
like
the case.
of
Right.
of 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 fucking with my character
Right.
first and foremost, and like putting me in jail in front of my family.
Right. Right.
Like that's the
crazy.
part
Yeah.
where I felt like it hurt the most, man.
Right. So just like going forward, while we're talking about it, like you said, just giving other athletes or other significant people that like that's on this level that gamble sometimes, like or just like to sign papers or whatever it is. Just make sure you know however old you are, just make sure you read and everything. Like make sure
Yeah,
you know exactly
yeah,
what's going on because this was a situation where obviously you didn't know that this can possibly happen, right?
yeah, for sure. It doesn't even make sense. I wouldn't even to work as
Yeah.
hard as we work to get to this point that we at now.
To do some
I
right,
would
right,
never
shit
put
like that,
myself
right?
in a
And
position
still go back there.
and
That's the crazy part.
still
We
end
still
up in
we just
Vegas and
there.
continue to gamble
That's the
there.
funny part.
And we was in Vegas 2 weeks ago,
Right,
right? Like or at Summer League, I would have expected
right, right.
if it was just to that
To
extreme,
that
right? Like,
extreme, right?
but
No bullshit.
like again, I'm here to apologize to my family, to people that know us and that really know us
Right.
well, right?
You
Not
you already
apologize,
said
but
that, man. You ain't
just
gotta.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I
They
mean?
know what's up. You cleared the air the
Yeah,
right way,
yeah,
so
right,
you got
exactly,
all
man.
that shit behind you, right?
Right, exactly.
So yeah, so how this shit transpire. I mean, we sitting at the Burger King ordering food for the kids. You get the call like ain't feed.
Why you feeding kids breaking? We cracking up. We having a,
Ain't that crazy to feed your kid? I'm like, so we cracking up, laughing. We go sit down. I look up. It's 10 big ass cops with big ass guns and big ass vests. They like looking at us. I'm like, hold on, ain't no
Oh
fucking way you
shit,
looking over here. Like
shit.
what can possibly be happening
at
at
this
this
point.
to have all this
Right.
going on right
If
now?
I'm them, I'm turning around. I see 6 kids right
Six,
here. I
right,
see my mom sitting right here. Your
right,
family,
right,
like
right,
what I'm
right,
saying.
right.
So it's like
Nah, they pulled.
possibly I don't know.
Nah, they pulled up at the airport deep in front of the family. It's wild. Don't ain't lie. Like somebody had to track him because like how they did. Like he had to been tracked because like how did they know that he was even there? So obviously somebody dropped the low on him. You know what I'm saying?
What these dudes come over and
Right,
talk
right.
about. They say whatever they say, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and they walk me over, and I'm telling,
And then cops be investigating everything. So obviously they just looked at they tracked them down themselves. So yeah.
I'm telling y'all go ahead. I handle whatever it is. Not
Can't
even,
be
it
crazy,
can't
right?
be nothing like
Right.
my hands.
But y'all
Yeah.
know how
What
that shit
what you
go,
talking
bro.
about? You feel what I'm saying? So I walk, I walk over. Motherfuckers put me in handcuffs and shackles.
Damn,
I'm confused at this
Right,
point.
right.
I'm like,
I did
oh,
no,
whatever it
hell
is, it
no.
don't require
damn.
this right here.
Right,
Like
right.
you can let me walk out this motherfucker,
No bullshit.
and
Right.
I can keep it moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And we can figure out whatever it is here at this airport
Right, right,
right
right.
now. You know what I'm saying? And little do I know how it was going to go. And when they put me in the saddle and put me in the car, they really had no idea.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What
They
was
were just
happening, right?
following the order.
Protocol. Right, right, right.
So now I'm confused because now there's nobody to talk to.
Talk to, right,
So I'm
right.
saying
No
now I'm like,
bullshit.
God damn, I gotta get to bro, so he can, what I'm saying,
Figure
figure
out
out
what the fuck the
whatever's
problem is. Right,
happening.
right.
So my mind and we laugh and we talk about it, but it's like serious in my mind. I never been in jail. I don't even know the
What they
situation. I
looking
don't even know what happens when you get to
get
the
right,
door.
right.
Like I don't even know. So when
No
I get
bullshit.
there,
Right,
they telling me take all my shit off. Take all my shit off.
right,
Put me in a holding cell.
right.
Handle this shit like men. You feel what I'm saying?
Like that,
Like I
right.
ain't
Well,
commit no
what you
crimes
can,
now,
right, right.
not knowingly that.
This is
So
what's
they
happening,
say,
right.
you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. I'm like, let's handle this.
Yeah,
No, I went through the entire process. Like it was take everything off, get the flip flops that I couldn't fit,
yeah. Right,
put the joint on that I couldn't fit. So now in my head, I'm like, this gonna look crazy.
right,
You feel
right,
what I'm
right,
saying? I'm
right.
walking through this thing,
Shit
it's
ain't
gonna look
funny, is
crazy.
it? Right,
So
right, right.
it's not funny. I'm like, come on, we at some point, like this
Right.
shit got to be
Gonna
all right.
stop.
All right, yeah, yeah. We going too far now. You feel what I'm saying?
And how was it when you was sitting? I remember you called me. You was talking to me for 50 minutes
Yeah,
in the middle of the joint. How was that
yeah.
little
Hey man,
situation?
it was different, but it was crazy because
like I said, they all had to go in when I was able to
Came
come
out.
out.
Right, right.
So now, if I'm out and I'm on the phone with you, I turn around, everybody in their cells at the window,
Right.
looking like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Just like really trying to engage and being like, you know what I mean? And me coming from where we come from, I don't look at people like that.
right, right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you
A
as a
ton of
man.
motherfuckers
What's
that
up?
been in
Like, are
jail.
y'all
Like,
good?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Tell us just to hear your
yeah, yeah,
story or where you from and shit. And I thought it was funny, but
exactly.
the craziest part, I'm on the this shit I see on TV.
Right,
I'm on the, I'm really on a jail call with my brother.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
Like, what
Yeah,
are we talking about
yeah,
here?
right,
And it's
right.
like, and everybody watching me, and I know in their mind, they probably like, I know that nigga.
Yeah,
I know his head all over
over
the
the place.
place.
No
You know what I'm saying?
bullshit.
He
Yeah.
told us he was about to go to Bahamas. His old lady went to Morocco,
Go right.
and he was in a blink of an eye. And when I
Snap.
come out and I think about it, I was like, damn, that was a
That was
crazy
crazy.
jump.
And I know you didn't eat. What
Yeah.
the fuck was they giving you? Like, what was the joint looking
Bro,
like?
I didn't heard so many stories, watch so many TV, so I just knew it was bullshit.
Right.
Like I ain't even engage in
Cajun
it.
and
They
shit.
came without, I don't even open my
Joint.
nah, I don't want it. But I asked for water. I was
Yeah.
like, can I just get some water? It was like, we don't have water. And when they said that, I was throwed off. I'm like, you don't have water. You don't
Right.
got the little penny content. Like you don't got.
Yeah,
They like,
no.
we don't have water. She took a cup, tossed a cup in the cell, and said you could use the sink. Sink got rust stains, shit
Shit.
stains,
Yeah,
piss
right. Yeah.
stains.
Damn.
There's no toilet seat. It's just the toilet.
Right, right.
I'm just like, damn, I can't even drink water. So the entire time, that 51 hours, I ain't eat nothing or I ain't drink. No, matter of fact, I had a bag of chips. Shout out to homie that came to the cell and was like, bro, I see you didn't eat nothing. Here go a bag of chips. And this
Right.
shit might sound like a move, but he really did
Did
that.
that
And
shit,
I was
right.
like, damn. So when I left out, I told you when I left out, I got his information and said, I'm a bless him. I think he got set like 5 years or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know what he did. I'm not putting his information out there. But you know what I mean, that was a blessing.
That
That
was
was the
dope.
first time I actually
Yeah.
ate, man. That shit was it
All right,
was
all
smooth.
right. And he was conversating, man. He
Yeah.
was talking to you.
Yeah,
He
man,
making sure
keeping
you
me
was,
up because I had to ask that nigga what time it was probably 100 times. Yo, what time is it? What time is it, bro? So I'll be
Shit
out here
ain't
in a
funny.
second.
That
What
shit ain't
time is
funny.
it? Was it 2 hours? Couldn't have been 2 hours. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to Cuz for definitely throwing me them chips, and I'm definitely gonna bless you, bro.
So, yeah. The last joint I want to ask you was, how did you feel when they came to you? It was like you getting out this joint, even though you knew it was coming soon.
Yeah.
You just ain't know when.
Let me tell you, I don't know what time it is on the clock, but I packed it in to where I was gonna have to stay another day. Watch so many TV, so I just knew it was bullshit.
Right.
Like I ain't even engage in
Cajun
it.
and shit.
They came without. I don't even open my
Right.
nah, I don't want it. But I asked for water. I was
Yeah.
like, can I just get some water? It was like, we don't have water. And when they said that, I was throwed off. I'm like, you don't
Right,
have
water,
water. You don't
right.
got the little penny content. Like you don't got.
Yeah,
They like,
no.
we don't have water. She took a cup, tossed a cup in the cell, and said you could use the sink. Sink got rust stains, shit
Shit.
stains,
Yeah,
piss
right. Yeah.
stains.
Damn.
There's no toilet seat. It's just the toilet.
Right, right.
I'm just like, damn, I can't even drink water. So the entire time, that
Nah, bro, no water in jail is crazy. Time they gonna toss my cups, they get the sink. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know niggas is like in prison for doing bad shit, but at the same time they are human. Bro, y'all gonna have to be a little bit more better, show some kind of like hospitality a little bit, cause like, bro, yeah, they in there for doing a crime, but you don't gotta treat them like complete shit though. You know, like if you get what I'm saying, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like, cause some people are in there. Some people are in prison and they didn't even do the crime. They just in there because it was like a misunderstanding. But they just in there and they shouldn't be, and they still get treated like shit. Is wild, bro.
51 hours, I ain't eat nothing or I ain't drink. No, matter of fact, I had a bag of chips. Shout out to homie that came to the just told me that gave me the chips. It was still around that same time. Yo, they said you can get out. Mind you, I'm not even supposed to walk on the block with them. They disregarded that. Opened the cell door out, ran out that joint, got to the thing, got the couple cuz information, got his information, and then I'm walking through the jail, and it's not funny, but like niggas is clapping,
Yeah.
niggas knocking on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they just let me home.
They got
I'm
them
like
niggas
this.
sitting in that joint looking crazy, huh?
He said,
Ah, this is
man.
crazy.
Shout out to
You know what I'm
Gels,
saying?
man,
That's
for showing the
crazy,
love though.
man.
That's
Showing the
real
love,
though.
but man,
That's
listen,
what's
that
up.
ain't place for nobody,
Nobody,
bro.
no bullshit.
If you can stay out of that joint, man, I'll highly advise it.
Stay
Fuck
out that
no.
joint, right?
Seriously.
No bullshit. So for the people that don't know, and it's not funny because it's court, but for the people that don't know, we knew you wasn't getting a bond already.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
already knew the situation. So I mean, everybody was putting it out like, oh, they not letting him out. We
yeah,
already knew the
yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah. It was, hey,
So that was a little. It was a little funny in the courtroom when it happened because again, like court is not funny. Joe ain't funny, but it was a
yeah,
little shit that was going on in
yeah.
there
That
that was like
transpired. That
that
was different,
transpired.
right? Exactly. You know, talking to the lawyers, they told me exactly what needed to happen.
Right,
Obviously, you know, I twin shit. I was able to, okay, bet we,
right.
you know what I mean, this gonna move regardless of the bond or what was
Or
gonna
whatever
happen or
was
what
said,
she
right,
was saying, you know what I mean. I honestly didn't want to bond because I ain't gonna have to pay him twice.
right, right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So to be honest, but when, you know, I knew that that was happening, I knew I was about to get out, you know, it was a little bit more easier. But the part that threw me the fuck off was one of my homies was in there. You know what I mean, Yeah,
showing love and
yeah, yeah.
supporting and showing up.
Yeah.
And she was saying, "Don't talk
Talk.
to him." You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So as he walking out, you know, he got to say his 2, 3 words, and nigga almost got me 10 extra days in jail.
What he said? What he said?
Well, he told me, hold your
Yeah.
head. I'm about to get out.
Tomorrow.
He told me, hold your
Yeah.
head.
She
Hey
almost
man,
took
we
him
almost
down.
gave me 10 days
She
for that
almost
shit.
took him down for that shit, right? That
It's
shit
not
was
funny.
crazy.
It's not funny, but at the time,
Yeah.
because I knew
Knew
I
it was
was about
getting
to get
there,
out,
right, right.
it made me go back to the cell and make it a
A
little
little
easier.
easier, right?
This nigga don't even, you know what I'm saying? You could tell we never been in here. We don't do this type of shit. You
Right,
know what
no
I'm saying?
bullshit.
So,
Right,
you know, that was another funny time.
right,
That was,
right.
you know what I mean? It was like,
My fault, y'all.
I can say this, like, I don't put it on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about jail. I'm not going to talk about what people do. I'm not going to talk about that. Seeing what I seen, I
Right.
won't put it on anybody. So
No
this
bullshit.
this my message to any of the youth that watches, or any of the athletes, or any of the young men. Jail's not the place. Like,
Right.
and I'm so serious about it.
No
Like,
bullshit.
it's not the place. But and they supposed to have treat me good.
Right,
So they say.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So get back to it. I'm gonna skim through this fast. My first 24 hours, they put me in a psych ward.
right,
You know what I'm saying? With the lights on for 24 hours, nothing to drink, no sheets, no towels, no face wash. Even though I wouldn't have washed my face with the sink anyway, but just the
right,
fact because they said high profile characters, they got to keep an eye on to make sure they don't do nothing to themselves.
right.
So my whole 24 hours, the first 24 hours, when I got in there like 3:30 on Sunday, that whole time I'm sitting in the cell until I got out early Monday to go to court to find out that we couldn't talk to Vegas till Tuesday,
Right,
which you didn't even know, and
right,
you calling me thinking you about to handle it, and in the
right,
back of my mind, I'm already knowing I'm sitting till Tuesday
right.
because they not even gonna get on the phone with us.
Yeah.
So they said, you know what I
They
mean.
said, right,
So what it was saying, because these the guys in there telling me exactly what was gonna happen.
right.
So from 3:30 until 3:30 the next day, when they took me back, I was in the psych ward the whole time, just with the lights on too. I couldn't, and like
No, that
even
shit was
during
crazy.
night, 5:30 a.m. the lights is on,
Right,
like beaming. They coming every 3 hours checking on me. You good, Mr. Myers? I'm looking. Am I good?
right.
I
I
ain't
was
gonna do
about to
nothing to
be in
myself,
Vegas.
but am I
I
good?
should be
Come
in
on.
Bahamas.
You don't even know how life just changed for me
Changed for
that
me.
quick.
Right,
Like
right,
for
right.
something that
It's crazy.
I didn't commit, or something that I didn't feel like it was a crime.
Right,
Like this
right,
is just
right,
fun for me. Like this is fun times. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right,
like just to look at it from there, and then, you know, I went to, you know, protective custody, and I'm gonna speak on this, and I'm gonna make it clear. You know, it wasn't fun, man, but it was some good men in there that made that little other 20 hours, and you can laugh and say I wasn't in there that long. I was in there for 51 hours,
right, right.
and every second and every minute I
For
thought
like an
about, and
hour.
I know my
You,
family was in there with me, and that's the
man.
part where it was like hurting because I'm like, damn, I know they can't move on.
Right.
I know
Ain't
they
no
can't
moving. Ain't no
sleep. I
everything
know they can't
stopped.
do
It
nothing. I
dying
know
down.
they
Like
can't
the
stop
whole shit
thinking. You know
stopped.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Because something that we built, and we knew that we couldn't let nobody like take
Ain't
that
nothing can
away
take
or
that away
hang. You
from
know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right. Or
And
even
from
put
where
on
we
your
come
all
from, or
that
put
all
on your
that
name
weird
right.
bullshit. Right.
And that was the part. But again, man, it was, you know, I was in PC, so I wasn't able to physically like be around the guys, but they was coming to my cell, they was talking to me, you know what I'm saying, and it actually helped me for the time I was there, just having the conversation, being able to talk to you, and you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. I didn't eat the entire time, I didn't drink none the entire time, and You know, I ended up getting out on a Tuesday at 6. You know, what I mean, they did whatever they did, and just to close this out, like this is nothing to Vegas, and this is nothing for me to tell any athlete you can't do what you like doing. What I'm telling you is just pay
Make
attention to
sure,
what you
right?
signing and be careful. Even if you feel like you've been there for a lot of years and you kind of, you know what I mean, showed your credit and showed your worth in there, it doesn't matter.
Right.
This is what's on
No
paper and
bullshit.
this is what they can do. So before you do that, or before you think is cool to do it, just watch it and sign, you know what I'm saying? And if you need help gambling, you seek out somebody for game. This is not about needing help
Right.
gambling. This is about something I like to do and that I was unaware of and that I should have took care of, because if I've known that that was even a smidget of a possibility on call when I took it out, it would have been done. You know what
Done.
I'm saying?
No
So
bullshit.
again, appreciate you people, people listening and tuning in
And
and
tuning
really
in.
taking in what's going on. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm only gonna say it because I said I was gonna say it twice. I said it once. Don't ever put my name with nothing with fraud.
Right.
This is not fraud
Never.
activity. I have never wrote a check to no casinos in exchange for money that I can put in my pocket. I wrote exchange for credit, thinking that the source of the income and what I've done in the past years to pay back
10+
or to
years.
put the money back that I've chose to take from y'all to gamble with. So, I want to just clear that up, and then you could take it how you want. You could think about me this way, but I know what my loved ones and the people that surround us and the people we surround ourselves with really feel
Straight
about
up.
us. But listen, jail, don't fuck with it. Don't
No
fuck
bullshit.
with it. That's why we had to do this shit outside, because I couldn't sit in no small ass room. I came home. I think I slept outside. You hear
That
me?
shit feel like you did a 2-piece.
Man,
You
appreciate
said
y'all for
two
tuning in,
joints.
man.
Nah, man. It's a good thing that Marcus Morris came on his platform and cleared the air about what really happened. Cause I was going off on what I saw on Twitter, but since he said that like the money that he was spending wasn't, it was like market, it was like marketing bread. So uh, you feel me? So obviously it wasn't him stealing money from casinos. Like he was actually uh, gambling away money that he got. So from like the marketing stuff. So good that he cleared the air and yeah, getting arrested from your family is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? And then not giving him water and telling him to go use the sink. And it's like disgusting in there. I couldn't imagine. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough situation. Hopefully, y'all enjoy the video, man. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Morris is out. Obviously, he's out doing. He's out. You know what I'm saying? Got some freedom. You know what I'm saying? Was able to come on his platform and speak his truth. So hopefully, y'all enjoy the video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you new. And we out this thing, man.